Say your power. Personal possessive pronoun showing ownership. Thy means your. With all thine heart. He already said he's talking to the Israelites. Only. Hear, O Israel, the Most High, our power is one power. Or hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. If you prefer that. And thou shalt love the Most High, thy power, with all thine heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy might. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thy heart, in your mind. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house. Or you not doing what he say do. If you got a problem about talking about the laws of the Most High and talk about the Most High, how are you dealing with him? Explain that to me. He said, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto their children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. When you go to sleep, when you wake up. You talking about being an Israelite, being in this truth, following the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High, and highly exalting him and his word, his laws. And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thine hand, and they shall be as frontlets between thine eyes. You going over these scriptures. What's between your eyes? The word of the Most High. Not social media all the time and magazines and TV and all that. We gotta put some time here. So the Most High, we already read 2 Timothy 2:15, study to show thyself approval to the Most High. You gotta put some time. How do you expect the Most High to give you blessings when you don't give him time? You know, you can't really look at me. I've spent years and years and years and years falling asleep with my food with this Bible open. Straight up. I mean, I ain't get this just by just coming to me naturally, just without studying. Years and years and years and years and years and years and years. Like we hear brothers that's teaching us truth. We did this for years and years and years. And when we first came, it was every day, pretty much 24/7. As is to a lot of people that's coming in now. And some know. They just, y'all, I call them New Age Israelites. You got to put this time in. All the young brothers that's teaching, that's powerful teachers, I applaud you. Because I know it takes time to put into this, to be able to bring forth this truth. And people play it down like it's nothing. You do it. You do it. You open up a class, teach 3-4 hours on this topic, that topic, this topic, this topic, that topic, whatever. Come on, this ain't no easy task. You gotta work. It's work. That's why he's saying, and thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thy hand, and they shall be as frontlets between thine eyes. You gotta be in this word. Frontlets between your eyes. But you see brothers get older, they start wearing glasses. These words have been just going through these scriptures and scriptures and scriptures. And thou shalt write them upon the posts of thy house. Hear that? Write these laws upon the posts of your house and on thy gates. And it shall be when the Most High thy power shall have brought thee into the land which he sware unto thy fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give thee great and goodly cities which thou buildest not. You hear that? That's the kingdom, y'all. He said he's going to give us great and goodly cities which thou buildest not, right? So, hold that. We come back there. We're going to come back there. He said we're going to give us great and goodly cities that we buildest not. So who's going to build up our cities? That's the question. Let's find out. Isaiah the 60th chapter, And let's find out. Uh, verse 10, Isaiah 60 and 10. It said, the son and the sons of strangers. These nations outside of the 12 tribes of Israel. Because you know there are two types of strangers. There are strangers that you don't know that's an Israelite. You don't know each other. That's a stranger. Don't take a rocket science to figure this out now. Somebody that you don't know, that's an Israelite, is a stranger. And the other nations are considered strangers. You see? These are the strangers that are the other nations outside of the 12 tribes of Israel. Listen. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. So these other nations are going to build up our walls. They're going to build up our walls. For in my wrath I smote thee. In his wrath he smote us for breaking his laws, statutes, commandments. But in my favor have I had mercy on thee. We showed you through the spirit of Isaiah 14 and 1. Most High shall have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the stranger shall be joined with them. And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And we shall set them, we're going to take the strangers and bring them into their place where they're going to be at. Therefore, verse 11, therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night. Why? That men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles. So those strangers that it's talking about that's going to build up our walls are these Gentiles, these other nations outside of the 12 tribes of Israel. And that their kings may be brought. Their kings going to be brought. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee, that don't want to serve the Israelites, shall perish. Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted. Verse 14, the sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee. They're going to come bowing down to us. Most High will, if it's we that's listening now and looking at this. And all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet. And they shall call thee the 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel. The city of the Most High, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. So whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, can't you feel that forsaken and hating of us as the children of Israel? So that no man went through thee. We don't have our own corporation. We don't have our own banks. We don't have nothing. Nobody's going through us. We got to go through them. We the tail, they the head. Say, I will make thee an eternal, this forever and ever and ever, excellency, a joy of many generations. See? Thus say the Most High. So go back to Deuteronomy 6 chapter. It says, verse 10, and it shall be, when the Most High thy power shall have brought thee into the land which he sware unto thy fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give thee great and goodly cities which thou buildest not. So let you know. We already read who's going to build up our cities. It's not going to be us. And houses full of all good things. It's a kingdom. Houses full of all good things. Remember, say be plenteousness. Houses full of all good things which thou fillest not. Hear that? Houses full of all good things which we not gonna fill ourselves. Remember, our gates gonna be open continually, day and night. Not gonna ever be shut. That the forces of the Gentiles gonna be brought to the kingdom. And houses full of all good things which thou fillest not. And wells digged, gonna be wells for water digged, which thou diggest not. We're not gonna be digging no wells, but we're gonna have wells. We're gonna have houses full of everything, but we ain't gonna have to fill them up. Vineyards and olive trees, which thou plantest not. when thou shalt have eaten and be full. He told us, he promised this to us. That's why I'm looking at this as in the kingdom now. But he told us in our lifetime, then beware lest thou forget the Most High, which brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage. Say, beware, don't forget him. Thou shalt fear the Most High thy power, and serve him, and shalt swear by his name. You shall not go after other gods. Remember, all the gods of the nations are idols, so don't go after these nations' gods. Idols. And the gods of the people which are around about you. Like right now, you got all these religions. Who set up these religions for you to follow? But the Most High. But the Most High thy power, this is what he said, is a jealous power among you. The Most High, our power, is a jealous. He said his name is jealous. He's a jealous power among us. He ain't went nowhere. He's watching everything. Even the secret things you think he ain't watching. Lest the anger of the Most High, thy power, be kindled against thee, and destroy thee from off the face of the earth. Hear what he said? We're not supposed to have nothing that is tangible, that can be seen, that you say that's your power. Lest the anger of the Most High be kindled against us and destroy us from off the face of the earth. Kill you. You should not tempt the Most High your power as you tempted him in Massah. He had to bring forth water for us. We was like, we'd rather stay in Egypt than to be out here in this wilderness, free from captivity, slavery, bondage. That's our people, boy. You shall diligently keep the commandments of the Most High, your power, and his testimonies and his statutes, which he commanded thee. And thou shalt do that which is right and good in the sight of the Most High, doing his will, keeping his commandments, that it may be well with thee. Hear that? You wonder why we're going through what we're going through? Because we did not do what he said do. That's why it's not well with us. But it's going to be well because we repenting and coming back to his commandments. And that thou mayest go in and possess the good land which the Most High sware unto thy fathers. That's what this is all about. To cast out all thine enemies from before thee, as the Most High has spoken. And when thy son asketh thee in the time to come, saying, what mean the testimonies and the statutes and the judgments which the Most High our power hath commanded you? Then thou shalt say unto thy son, we were Pharaoh's bondmen in Egypt. We were in captivity under Egyptians in Africa, under Pharaoh, the head over Egypt. And the Most High brought us out of Egypt with a mighty hand. Tell the son, who you think you talk about? Moses, Aaron, man of the children of Israel. He said, tell about the Most High. You know what he said? Then shalt thou say unto thy son, we were Pharaoh's bondmen. We were in captivity, slavery, and bondage in Egypt under Pharaoh. And the Most High brought us out of Egypt with a mighty hand. The Most High. It's like when you look at salvation coming on this earth, oh yeah, everybody gonna know about the Most High. And they're going to know about him on second shot. He coming to judge and make war under the power of the Most High. And once he allow all of, or I might say, put all of Mashiach Yahushai's enemies under his footstool for 1,000 years, and we learning of the Most High, then the Mashiach Yahushai going to be subject to the Most High. And the Most High going to be all in all, forever and ever and ever. understand and trust and believe that. That's why he said, hey, tell you what to tell the sons. Then thou shalt say unto thy son, verse 21, we were Pharaoh's bondmen in Egypt. All 12 tribes were in captivity, slavery, and bondage under Pharaoh in the land of what they call today Africa, in Egypt. And the Most High, not man, but the Most High, brought us out of Egypt with a mighty hand. His angel, Mashiach Yahushua. And the Most High showed signs and wonders, great and sore, upon Egypt. 10 plagues he put upon them, upon Pharaoh, and upon all his household before our eyes. And he brought us out from thence, that he might bring us in, to bring us the land which he sware unto our fathers, Abraham, to Isaac, to Jacob. And the Most High commanded us to do all these statutes, to fear the Most High our power, for our good always. Hear that? Keep his statutes and fear him for our good always, that he might preserve us alive as it is at this day. And it shall be our righteousness. It's our righteousness. You want to be righteous? If, as a condition, we observe to do all these commandments before the Most High our power, as he have commanded us. Now, you got a choice. This day, as it tells us in Ecclesiastes, let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. First it says, fear the Most High. Don't get that fear twisted with not being afraid and not being scared and not highly respecting him. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments. For this, when you do this, is the whole duty of man. The whole duty of man. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment. Everything that we've done in these mortal bodies into judgment. The book's going to be open. And everything that we've done will be presented to us. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing. Hear that? Those things that you think that nobody see you, that you doing in sin, he's going to bring it forth. Whether it be good or whether it be evil. He's going to expose you. Expose us. I say you better come first. He's going to expose everything that we've done in secret. Thinking nobody see me. Them you don't see me people, right? Yeah, he's going to expose you too. And we're going to see if you can stand before the Most High in your secret things that you think you're getting away with. Or it could be good things that you do in secret. That he will expose. That can help your name to be written in the book of life. To live forever, like we just talked about the kingdom. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. You see? That's your choice. You do what's right. Keep the laws of the Most High. The best of your ability. Repent. Ask for forgiveness. You can't repent enough. Because our thoughts could be wrong. What we say could be wrong. What we do could be wrong. You can't repent enough. Just try your best to follow what he tells us to do. Hope your secret things are good things, which is keeping of the Most High's laws. When the books are open. And you that done evil, or we that have done evil, you're going to have to pay for it. You pay now, you pay later. We're going to pay one way or another. That's why you got to repent and change. Become a new creature. Become a new man, a new woman. Expel the wicked from you. Stop doing it. Cry to the Most High for forgiveness. Don't be one of them that you can't go to the Most High on behalf of. You find yourself trying to pray for somebody and you just shut your mouth up. Like I remember the brother was getting ready to send up prayers. I got the curses. And nobody opened their mouth when he went to send them curses up. 3 times he did it. And nobody said anything. I said, go past them curses, man. Cursing our people. Cursing everybody. You can think of and can't think of. Nobody opened their mouth. Most I shut everybody's mouth. Like, nobody said anything. He did it 3 times. And it was like I had the whole sanctuary mouth shut. That's a miracle. But some of you ain't never seen miracles, so you might not understand. That's a miracle. Because I know everybody didn't know Hebrew when he said what he said. And everybody's mouth was shut down. He did it 3 times until I said, go past them curses, man. Then everybody started speaking again. That's the Most High. How you gonna curse somebody that don't have a chance, ain't had a chance to come in yet? A lot of y'all probably was cursed. Still being cursed. Because probably still set up curses against you. And here you come in the truth. Now they didn't curse you before you got here. Think about it. That's why myself say don't mess with one of his little ones. You mess with Tyler. A big noose around your neck and a great millstone. And cast it into the sea and mess with one of his little ones. And how you know that's not a little one that's not in yet, but coming. You're coming into this truth. Gonna be diligent in it. But it came from wherever it came from. See? That's why it's very important for us to operate accordingly with humility. And still be hard as ever. Look at go to 1 Timothy, the 1st chapter. Let's read verse 5. 1 Timothy 1 and 5. It says, now the end of the commandment is charity. End of the commandment is charity. Out of a pure heart, out of a pure mind. Charity represents love. We know that love is keeping of the commandments. And of a sign of a good conscience and of faith unfeigned. Genuine faith toward the Most High. To your conscience is the way you think. In having genuine faith in the Most High. From which some having swerved have turned aside unto vain jagglings. You see? Worthless thinking. Desiring to be teachers of the law. They desire to be teachers of the law, understanding neither what they say nor whereof they affirm. They don't understand this. But we know that the law is good. The law is good, y'all. This condition, if a man use it lawfully. It's good if a man use it lawfully. Knowing this, that the law is not made for a righteous man. See? The law is not made for a righteous man. The law is not made for those that's keeping the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. But for the lawless and disobedient. For the unrighteous and for sinners. For unholy and profane. For murderers of fathers and murderers of mothers. For manslayers. For whoremongers. For them that defile themselves with mankind. Men with men. for men stealers, those that steal men and put them in slavery. For liars, see? For perjured persons. And if there be any other thing that is contrary to sound doctrine. See? That what the law is for. To tell you the law was our schoolmaster. The law was our schoolmaster. Meaning the law is teaching you right from wrong. To bring us to a Mashiach Yahushua. Because he did not break the laws of the Most High, did he? No. That's why I say don't even think that I come to destroy the law of the prophets. So we have to, as much as possible, do what the Most High would have us do. So we have opportunity to make it to the kingdom. Galatians 6 and 7. Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived. The Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever man soweth, that shall he also reap. So don't think you could do something and it's gonna be cool. You're gonna get away with it. Don't be one of those say the Most High know you. Yeah, the Most High know your heart. All right, He know your mind. Whatever you do, you're gonna pay for it one way or another. For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, thrown in the lake of fire. But he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting. Because you're going to follow what he told you in the chapter before, in 5, in verse 17 on down. The flesh that's contrary to the Spirit, to let you know how to not operate in the flesh, but operate in the spirit of love, keeping the Most High's commandments first and foremost. That have the principles that follow that: joy, peace, and long suffering, and happiness, and humility, and gentleness, and goodness, and all the things that brings forth. You showing that you are operating in the Spirit, so that you can see everlasting life. Or you only have one more choice. And I say it so much, you know what it is. That's what this Bible's talking about. Choose life or death. That's it. That's it, y'all. So, I mean, I could go on and on, but we're going to end with that. And if you found this to be edifying, let me know. And we'll continue on what we need to please the Most High, to do what's right in His eyes, and work toward making it to the kingdom. That's what it's all about. Simple as that. Either do what's right or you do what's wrong. Choose life or death. That's it. And with that, I'm out. Shalom.